And to the haters, to the people who put me down in the past, you can go fuck yourselves and do your worst. I will ignore every fucking bullshit thing you do to me.
You may be wondering why this pink chow with sunglasses is standing on this couch. Well, this is my current avatar for this channel only. The main reason why this channel exists in the first place is because I wanted to keep the internet safe from any potential predators and bad users by spreading awareness to the public. Now please note that I'm willing to risk everything, since children on the Splatoon fanbase on the internet these days will do whatever they can to protect their favorite content creators when they got caught doing something illegal. Now I kindly ask that you should not attack, harass, or witch hunt anyone we've mentioned on these topics on other people, unless you're a jackass. With that out of the way, let us begin the video. You know, words can't even describe how very upset that I am of making this video, still to this day. It's not because that I want to, but I have to. But I would really appreciate it if this video got a lot of attention, because this person might come back and do this kind of stuff again. Today we'll be talking about ThetaRex227, or previously known as ThetaRex227. What started this is back in 2018, after the whole Heavy the Squid and the first Godelia drama. ThetaRex sexual harassed Lori, a 13-year-old girl, making him 19. If you are familiar with my 2 videos on Jack Troutmus, then you might know who she is. The person who exposes ThetaRex was none other than Max O, a troller that all he wanted was tons of hate. Guess he's not a troll anymore, wasn't he? Now, keep in mind that some of his videos that he made back then were deleted at the time, but the one that concerns me the most is the Omega the Squid letter to Rex and his opinion about the age consent, which that one is unlisted. As for the letter itself, I'm actually going to play that, since it's important to know that Retro is against Frank before and after he got caught. Roll it.
Hey everyone, this is Maxo here. So recently, I've been in contact with a very famous person in this Splatoon community. His name is Omega the Squid. So, he contacted me in his alt account, which I'm not going to show because he asked not to. But however, he did tell me to say this to Rex personally. I wrote it down all right here, so I'm going to read it to you. Dear Rex, this was your old friend, Omega the Squid. I know you and I used to be friends, but after when I saw Maxo's video on what you did to Lori, I was utterly disgusted. I thought you were against people representing the Splatoon community in a bad way. You and I always talked about that. But however, you proved yourself wrong. By saying that you're innocent, trying to defend your actions just makes the Splatoon community more bad than it already is now. I am disgusted in what you did. You make Heavy the Squid look good. And that's saying something, because Heavy used to be my friend. I didn't want the whole pedophiles accusations to the Splatoon community to go any more further. I wanted the Splatoon community to be calm and peaceful. But however, thanks to people like you and Heavy the Squid, you represent us in a bad way. So with that, I officially want to say to you, Rex, that I'm no longer your friend. Due to your actions, your repulsive behavior, and your way of speaking, which makes a baby seem more intelligent than you, I decided to no longer be your friend. And if you try to message me, I will ignore you. And if you try to keep on spam message me, I will block you. So don't even try to message me. Sincerely, Omega the Squid.
The next video is his opinion about the age consent. Like I said, it's unlisted. but I'd rather save this one later since I'm only getting myself started. So I'll put the link in the description just for you guys to take a look at it for yourselves. But for now, let's push over for more. I did not just say that. So, in the past few months, which is March 28th, 2019, and holy shit, tomorrow is my 19th birthday on that day. As I was saying, ThetaRex came back and uploaded a video about his announcement of his return to the Splatoon community. I'm going to save that one to the cliffhanger, since a lot of things have happened which I'll be covering later on. However, it's important to know that almost everyone who don't even know who ThetaRex is and what he has done, they seem to forgive him without judging further into any questionable answers for what he has done to Lori. Strange. But now will be the best time to give him more attention by giving out all the nasty things he's done. Showtime. Ever since TCS was exposed on multiple occasions, this is when ThetaRex and I started to get to know each other. And you probably don't know this yet, but I was one of those people who ThetaRex started to kiss my feet when I exposed Jacktropolis for his immaturity behavior and even tried to use the YouTube flagging system for using that recording of his without consent, even though he said that he's fine with them recording it.
I am okay with you guys recording this.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Anyways, after shit hits the fan on Jack to where his reputation was in crumbles, it came to my senses that ThetaRex is not being very intelligent on his online presence, which is why I've left him in the dust since March of 2020. After that, I thought that everything is normal. Well, not everything seems like how it is since a certain someone doesn't have any brain cells. Now I know I did cover this topic a while ago, but it's best to explain it anyway since I have more evidence to claim that Rudy isn't innocent as she is. And I highly recommend watching the interview I had with Lombarski after the situation that I have dealt with, for those who haven't seen it yet. For those who did, however, great. Now, let me explain the situation. On May 19th, 2020, Rudy and I have officially broken ties with each other ever since I exposed her quote-unquote boyfriend Jacktropolis, which I'll save that for later on as well. However, there are some red flags that she made up. Her response to this was that she wanted me to censor all of Jacktropolis' criticisms by manipulating me by thinking that she wanted me to delete the videos that I made on him. Well, that's a good time to tell me now, isn't it, Rudy? Unlike it mattered a whole lot anyways. A month passed already. Time flies, apparently. On June 21st, 2020, Flying Scott made one of his Splatoon Twitter drama videos that he exposes 3 people, and one of those have Rudy in them. So, in context, Rudy tried to emotionally manipulate TCS into making Splatoon animations again and stuff like that. Now I'm going to say this to all the fans out there. TCS or not, you really shouldn't force anyone to make the content that you've enjoyed the most just because they are not interested anymore. There are a majority of Splatoon content that you can enjoy for now. If you don't like what you see, then it's fine. Just unsubscribe and or move on to something else. Same applies to Rudy too. Now then, after that upload, ThetaRex didn't appreciate what Scott was doing to Rudy, to the point that he thought it was a good idea by sending him an MP3 threat message so he can be intimidating towards Scott, the person who exposes Splatoon content creators. Now, I'm trying my best not to be funny here, ThetaRex, but do you really think that's acceptable? Do you think that it'll be worth something by sitting down on your chair and lip smacking your entire microphone through the person who, like I said, exposes content creators, well, at least he's doing a big favor for you after that. So, congratulations, Rudy. Or ThetaRex. As I say, Rudy, what the fuck? You deserve a medal for being a complete jackass towards yourself. And now, let's listen to what he has to say.
I'm sorry, dude. Scott. Oh, fuck. Okay.
Let us all take this moment that every time this dude smacks his lips.
I'm going to be real serious with you. I'm sorry for laughing. I really am. Not!
Uh-oh, somebody's mad.
Do you realize who you're talking to? Who you're referring to? My best friend. So, she doesn't want TCS to leave the Splatoon community. That is not your concern, and if she can't animate, so be it. She'll learn eventually, but you leave her ass alone, or you're gonna deal with me personally.
Yeah? What are you gonna do about it, huh? Also, it's funny that you made an excuse of yours, it's none of your business, when you encouraged Scott and the others to get involved with Max O, who exposes you not too long ago, which is extremely hypocritical coming from you. Hell, you even asked Scott how long he has been covering drama, so don't think that he didn't forget for what you did in the past, even though you're trying to make your excuse that you're trying to turn over a new leaf or something like that.
And if you expose me because of that, that's less of a fuck I could give right now. Okay? Have you ever met me like this, Scotty? Scottina. Whatever you call yourself now these days. I don't know. Apparently I don't give a fuck. I was fucking speechless when I first saw the video. At least that Rudy part. About my best friend. My online sibling. There's a saying. You walk the broken rope once. You hurt yourself. You walk it twice. You're dead. But you walk it 3 times. There's no going back on the kind of fucked up person you are. So go ahead. Expose me because of that. Put another Splatoon Twitter drama on me. Why don't you? I've done fucked up shit before. I've done... you don't even want to know what I did in the past. It's up to you to figure it out anyways. Because... you don't fuck with Rudy.
Oh, not to worry, ThetaRex. Mr. Bubblegum has already covered that establishment. Now, here's ThetaRex's opinion about the age of consent.
Maxo, why do you keep talking about age of consent, dude? Theta, what do you think about age of consent, bro?
I don't actually worry about that.
But why are you ignoring it? Like, why do you say fuck age? Like, why? Don't you know?
I know the age of consent. I really do.
Then why?
But
do you not
sometimes
follow it?
I don't even want to worry about it.
Well, then that just makes you a pedophile.
Live my daily life.
Then you're a pedophile.
Hell, even if I get exposed by Team Downfall.
She's 13.
She's a teenager.
Yeah, but that still counts as a minor.
No, a true minor would be either.
FBI should be knocking on his door any minute now.
After ThetaRex's shenanigans, Rudy made an apology on her community tab, and it's not even that great. Okay, so I'm currently editing this video at the moment. I just wanted to point out that there was going to be a fleshed out version on ThetaRex, Rudy, and Jacktropolis. But it was later then cancelled due to that the Jacktropolis drama itself is becoming irrelevant at this point, since Jack and Rudy have officially broken up, and I really don't want this to be taken too far. So what you're about to see or listen right now is a recording of me pointing out the flaws of her apology that was the video itself published a while back. So if the audio is too loud and staticky, then my bad. Now then, on with the video.
I'd really hate to say this, but it needs to be said. Yesterday, I've been informed by one of my good friends on Discord that Flying Scott criticized my animation style.
Her friend she refers to was ThetaRex. First off, Flying Scott didn't criticize your animation style. He criticized your manipulation towards TCS. Like I said, did you not even see the video? Oh wait.
I choose not to watch his video, but I'll accept the criticism, though, if that will make you happy.
How can you accept the criticism when you don't even know what it is? Well, it's simple. You can't. You see, Rudy, you're just saying that because he only criticized you. You don't want to admit that these true statements are straightforward.
Also, please do not attack me nor Scott, otherwise, things will go from bad to worse. All I do is make stop-motion Gmod videos for entertainment and not popularity, and this is the thanks I get?
A bit hypocritical if you ask me. Even when people are criticizing you, you either delete their comments or hide them.
Also, due to this and due to me going through a lot, production for DOAMF is currently on hold and on hiatus until further notice. That means the script will still be made, but the editing will not for a while. I might make some short videos, like memes, or something, to keep you busy, but I hope they don't bore you too much. Lastly, I swear I am not manipulative, but all I can think about is that confessed everything about what I'm currently going through, but I feel like some of you won't care.
It should be that I confessed it. Now, you admitted to yourself that you're not manipulative, right? So why did you immediately say that I feel like some of us won't care? That's like the second time she pulled off that lie. I don't know if that's true or not. Maybe in her past, she might have pulled something more, but who knows.
This is something I need to get off my chest, and I hope you all don't hate me for this. Also, I may not be a perfect animator yet, but I striving to improve for my viewers. And yes, this is embarrassing, but I am still learning how to use the stop motion helper tool. Thank you for reading, and I'm sorry for everything.
So we have another person that they're only sorry that they got caught. If I'm gonna be honest here, I already knew one way or another that this will eventually happen because, let's be real, from the whole openly defending Rudy to telling everyone that Jack and Rudy have officially broke up, which he shouldn't by the way, then I can easily predict as to why he wanted to date her so badly. So for those who lived under a rock or haven't used Twitter before, on there, the user in the name of JoeyFlyBoy released some evidence against ThetaRex that he admitted that he has a crush on Rudy, which she is still 17 at the time, while ThetaRex was 21. Like, I know she just turned 18 recently, and the age gap differences is fine as long nothing sexual happens, but it really doesn't excuse the fact that you should at least waited for a good time to act, instead of immediately going after her when she broke up, and at least wait until she's 18, dude, like, come on. Also, it's important to know that when a thing happened between Cute Yoshi Lover and ThetaRex back in 2018, know that the relationship between a 17-year-old girl and a 19-year-old man is fine as long as nothing sexual happened. Well, the opposite happened. It's also worth mentioning that Emily was a minor back then, which that still counts as pedophilia. There were a lot of fucked up shit that ThetaRex has done a while ago, as expected. He's been doing some flirty stuff to girls, like, you know, same old yada yada. 9 victims were involved in this. Now, I can't list all those victims since I rather kept them private, but we did have a couple of interview recordings of them. These victims are Witch Taylor, which she wants to be known as anonymous, Kelsey Cuttlefish, and Melelic, or aka Pristine, which is Ellie's quote-unquote personal friend. I'll be playing with them along with the evidence I provided to prove my case accurately. So with that, enjoy.
Alright, so I'm talking to another victim of ThetaRex, and she wanted her name to be anonymous. So how you doing so far?
I'm doing fine.
Okay. If you want, you can like speak a little louder for the recording. If that's okay with you?
Okay. I'm doing fine, to be honest.
Okay. So tell me your background with ThetaRex.
Well, like at first, he seemed chill until what happened.
Until like he was exposed of having a crush of a underage girl, which I also am not gonna rename because I know who it is.
Yes.
All right. What happened that led to this?
Well, we started talking, and it's like after I have a boyfriend, he started to trying to flirt with me.
And
I don't.
I'm sorry. Keep going.
And he said like, I have a crush over you, and I said I'm taken.
Did he? Go on.
That's it. You can go ahead.
Did he kept going?
Somewhat, yes.
All right. How did you react when it was happening and after?
Well, it made me uncomfortable to a point I don't want to talk to him anymore.
You to the point that you don't want to talk to him anymore?
Mm-mm.
So did you like blocked him afterwards?
Yes.
How did this affect you?
Well, it did make me uncomfortable, but I had to ignore it, to be honest.
Right. And I know you are an adult, but I want to make sure. How old were you when this happened?
I was like 23 at that time.
23, and you're 23 right now.
Mhm.
Okay. And when did this happen? Did this happen like this year recently?
Yeah, it happened over the summer.
Okay. All right. One more question before we stop. Do you have anything else you want to tell me about him?
Let's just say he talk about this victim like constantly. When the victim and the boyfriend broke up, he trying to get with this victim.
Okay.
It was creepy, to be honest.
Right. I think when someone breaks up with that girl, you can't instantly go to that girl like in seconds. You can't do that.
Exactly. That's weird.
Yeah.
And creepy at the same time.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for answering the questions that I needed, and I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Okay, so how you doing, Kelsey?
I'm doing alright.
All right. All right, that's very good to hear. Okay, so now I need some more evidence against ThetaRex. So I'm gonna ask you I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions, and I need you to answer them. Okay?
Alright.
What is your background with ThetaRex?
One thing I really don't like when he's asking me out and all, that is just rude. First of all, he is not my type. Second of all, he is dead wrong. I do not want, I know whatever age he is, but no. I don't want to date him or nothing like that, because I don't need him. I'm telling you this right now. This is no. Not gonna happen. Not exactly. No, not no. Get that.
Okay. What happened that led to this?
Well, he asked me before when I used to be with my ex. He asked me like, "Oh, like, I really have a crush on you and stuff." I'm like, "You're gonna ask me when I'm in a relationship and all, and he's gonna ask me the stupidity question when I already had a relationship with someone." And yeah.
Okay. How did you react when it was happening and after?
Well, I can tell you this. I'm getting pity for him for telling me something like that. And plus, since I broke up with Yuki and all, and now I'm with BJ, I know BJ would not do that to me. No. Because, like BJ told me that nothing will happen between me and him. Not exactly. But, ThetaRex needs to back off. I mean, really, he needs to chill down and leave me alone. I'm not putting up with him. He needs to suck up, should I say.
Okay. Next question. How did this affect you?
Well, to be honest here, it really hurts. I did not like the question he was saying. Like, I have a really, really crush on you. No. Just no. No.
You were like feeling uncomfortable when he said that to you? Like out of nowhere?
Yeah, I feel uncomfortable around when he said that.
Okay.
And he also asked me that he was telling me he was being in me and BJ's business as well.
Okay. And I know you were a adult at the time. Were you 24 or still 25?
I was 24 when that happened.
And when did this happen? Last year?
No, that was like around. That was. Do I still have that? Let's see here. That was in.
Did this happen recently? Like happen this year?
It was this year.
Okay, and I think like during the summer?
Yeah, and that was around summer and stuff. July, let's say.
Okay.
So why?
Right. And all right. Do you have anything else to say about Rex before we end this call?
I do, and for Rex, he needs at least he needs to back off for messing up with other guys' girlfriends and stuff, cause that's just messed up. You don't ask every girl's girlfriend out or something when they end a relationship. You just he needs to go. He needs to go. No, we're not gonna put up with him.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks a lot for telling me your experience with. Thanks a lot for telling me your experience with Theta, Kelsey. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Joey. No problem.
All right. I'll see you then.
See ya.
Okay, Melodic. I've just met you on social media about this incident. How you doing? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, pretty fine. Not surprised what's going on, but I'll give you my 2 cents for the day.
Right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna be asking you a couple of questions, and you can I know it's hard for you, but you can tell me everything what happened if that's okay with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. What is your background with ThetaRex?
As far as I'm concerned, he's not really an acquaintance. I'm just there just to be there, just to, just for shits and giggles. Didn't really care too much. Let me be real, he approached me when I was in a Pizza Hyper server. I don't know if it's fake or not, don't remember, but he approached me for whatever reason and started talking to me, which was a bit odd.
All right.
So yeah.
And you were in the same server with him, right?
Yeah, and then I don't know if I got banned because it's Pizza Hyper server or I left the server, but I think I left and then he started to reach out to me after I left. Still found out it's a bit weird.
All right. What happened that led to this?
Let's see. Bunch of web servers, Pizza Hyper, yada yada. Okay. So I think, okay, so I'm not gonna post. I don't think he really cares too much considering he's out of this crap. But I guess you can censor this if you want. Scott asked me and another person to basically spy on his server since he wanted to get more info on the state to see if he was gonna do anything else, which we did. We both of us had no problem. We weren't gonna strike the server or anything. We were just gonna keep an eye on the stuff, and it was okay.
Yeah,
I won't say it wasn't a grace, but it was okay.
So
it wasn't like he was.
Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, you're good. You're good. You can start.
All right. So you're saying that you're keeping an eye on ThetaRex to see if he does something stupid.
Yeah, pretty much. If he says or does anything stupid.
Okay. How did you react when it was happening and after?
The new info that got released?
Well, your experience with him, you were, uncomfortable with him, talking to you.
Oh, yeah. I won't lie to you. Oh, boy. I literally had it up for hot. There it is. So, this was, during in the server. I didn't, at that point, I kind of asked him if I could just be his moderator because at that point his server was kind of getting out of hand because another person was causing a bunch of trouble and issues. So I basically helped on that part. But at the very beginning, him just texting me and stuff like that felt awkward, and it didn't exactly help when he just texted in hugs every time he messed something up, or he just wanted to just a way to say thank you or something. I didn't like that. I should have said it, but I didn't want to sound like a pretentious bitch. But I figure, I guess most people, a few people do, but either way, I just felt a little bit off.
Okay. How did this affect you?
It didn't affect me too much. It wasn't like he got my nerves, but let's just say I kind of want him to stop messaging me after. But then again, I did get into a server, so what was I suppose, what I expect from him?
Right.
The thing is, I gave him very short answers, like short replies. Like, it would be like 1 to 2 or maybe 3 words, and I was hoping he would like get the hint that, hey, I probably don't feel like talking to you, or maybe I don't want to talk to you. But I don't know, I don't think he got those hints. I probably should have just said it out and right there and then, but like I said, I don't want to sound like a cold-hearted bitch or anything, so.
Right. And how old were you when this happened? How old were you when this happened?
Oh, I was 19. I'm obviously legal age consent.
Okay.
But still.
But
It was just.
you were still feeling uncomfortable with ThetaRex messaging you?
Yeah.
Did he started ever like flirting with you?
Oh, hell yeah. It was so obvious. Cause like every time, aside like before I asked him if I could be his admin, oh goodness, he was just asking me, let me see, I'm just looking at, okay. He basically like told me like, he joined the Splatoon community in 2018, he liked video games and things like that, and it's just like, okay. I mean, the thing is, when you first started out talking, it honestly, it's how you would usually talk to someone if you were in person, but if it's online, it just comes off as a bit weird. But I just, let that slide. But then it got to a point where he was trying to do something. So I just kept it very, 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 very short with him. Like, okay, yeah, sure, okay.
Like doing like trying to do something inappropriate with you?
No, not anything inappropriate, but like the one that really got me. This was after I got adminship.
I'm listening. Go on.
When he saw the video of me basically coming after Ellie Godelia, he was just like, "You have a really nice voice." I was like, "What? Will you?" Okay. I have a really nice voice. Oh, okay, that's understandable. And what made it more not creepy, but maybe more annoying, really, was when he decided to continually talk about Ellie after he saw it. Not all the time, it was like, that specific moment, I was just like, why are you talking to me about Elizabeth? I don't care no more. I uploaded to YouTube. I had someone else upload to YouTube for a reason. I don't understand why he didn't get the message that, hey, I just don't want to talk to her no more, or deal or discuss about her.
Go ahead.
Nah. You can ask. It's fine.
Were you a former friend of Ellie Godelia?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I can tell your voice. I can tell your voice sounds familiar. In that like that Discord lawsuit bullshit.
Yep, that's me.
Okay. All right. One more question. Do you have anything else to tell me about ThetaRex before we end the call?
Let's see. I'm just looking at the block messages to see anything that got me like red flags. Oh yeah. Anytime I didn't specifically talk to him, maybe it was just so I can not deal with him, he would always kind of message me a bit to get my attention. It's just like, hey, Racine, are you there? Are you here? I'm like, dude, if I don't want to talk to you, I don't want to talk to you.
But he kept on going.
And he kept messaging me. He could message you just to get my attention. I'm like, for fuck's sake, man.
Yeah, I'm getting the same complaints about him doing that.
It's the same. I shit you not. I feel like if I was much younger, I don't know, maybe 15 or 16, I think I would be so uncomfortable. But I can't really do too much because I'm a legal adult, so. And plus, he's roughly the same age, maybe 1 year, 2 year difference. But even then, I just gave me off vibes, man. I didn't like it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for speaking up to me about ThetaRex, and I hope you're okay.
Yeah, thanks. Plus, I already blocked him after the new allegations, so it's just like, well, that's tough, ain't it?
Yeah. All right. So I hope I can talk to you soon.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
After his pedophilic confession on BJ's server, he decided to take a leave in a few months just to avoid backlash. You know, would it have been so convenient if there was some sort of, like interrogation or something that we can get more into depth about his confession? Well. Now, I wanted to let you all know that this recording itself is an hour and a half long. So with that, grab some popcorn and enjoy the show.
Alright, go ahead. Wait, actually, hold on. Wait.
Should be like
Okay.
quiet enough.
Here you go. Go ahead.
All right, so where to start? So when I met Rudy, it's not that hard to figure out. It dates back to the thing with Lori, and she told me she had a possessed account called Ruby something. I don't know. And on Steam, at some point, I met Rudy, and I asked her if she was Ruby. She said no. She took a picture of herself to prove it, and I understood who was who. That's all I can remember for when I first met Rudy.
Wait a minute. That's how you met Rudy, you're saying?
Yes. All right. But look, that's besides the point on when my friendship with Rudy really started. You wondering that too?
Okay. Because I was also kind of. Oh, there's. Hello, lore history.
Hey, Lordy boy. How are you?
No, don't call him that. Hell no. No.
I'm sorry.
No.
My bad.
You do know this is a very serious situation, right?
Yes, it is a serious situation.
And it looks like to me that you don't care.
Look, I do care. It's a serious situation. All right.
Well, if you do care, then why are you putting yourself in this situation then? Right?
Because you're the ones calling me out for it. And you have the right to.
Okay, well, we have the right to
when we first
judge
tried
you.
to interrogate you backed out.
Yes, I understand. I backed out the last time. We're here
And
now.
you laughed out at me when I lashed out at you, which makes you a bigger piece of shit than any other person.
Yeah, you're just digging your own grave, pal.
Maybe I am. I know. So, if you guys want me to be real honest for what I did, I can totally do that. So where to start? So I explained how I met Rudy, then how I started my friendship with her. So
No. I need greater details. Actually, how did you met Rudy, like on Discord or whatever? You only told me that you only met her on Steam. I was wondering how you guys talk.
Look, I was gonna explain it was on DeviantArt.
On DeviantArt? Okay. Then
yes.
what do you? Okay, then what do you two do then?
Well, I commented something on a deviation when Rudy was still dating a certain fucking communist. You guys know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah, Jack Travel is that motherfucker.
Yeah,
Anywho,
but we're not talking about him. We're
talking about
this shit.
We're talking about me.
We're
Actually,
talking about you.
Yes.
Actually, no. There's one thing I want to ask you. I was wondering, what makes you drove into making Jack and Rudy broke up? I was wondering.
Well, I wasn't really intent to pick up, but Joey did a lot. I took credit for it, and that's another mistake I did. But in all its honesty, I was hoping the breakup would happen because I knew, I had a feeling that Jack was guilt tripping the hell out of Rudy for his incident, like involving Canadian and Skylar. Yeah, I had a feeling Jack would be this way.
So you're saying you admitted it that you was trying to break them up because you said it was a mistake, and then later after you said like you was hoping.
What I'm trying to clear up, I didn't make it happen, but I did take credit for it. Jack's the one who broke up with her. I was only hoping for it to happen, yet at the same time, I felt bad for Rudy when it did happen.
And also, I got another question. What also drove you to actually falling in love with Rudy or whatever, and feel like you're trying to date her? Because do you have
At the
genuine
time, like,
feelings?
it's still a child.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering what makes you feel like why you have genuine feelings for her in the first place. I was wondering.
Well, nothing too special. Like over time, when I was friends with her, ever since she gave me another chance with you guys, I was full with hope. Like, look, I was full of hope for another chance in this community when she gave me another chance. That made me feel good. Like I could have a better chance with you guys. But then, in general, over time, when I was friends with Rudy, at some point I did start having feelings for her. Like I thought I was that caring for her. Like we would talk about things.
Talk about what things?
We had some things in common. Like we both like this game called the Henry Stickmin Collection, and she one time recommended me this game called Death Road to Canada, which I have with me. She then made up this adjective called ThetaRexing.
ThetaRexing.
Yes.
And what does this ThetaRexing mean to you?
Just the kind of sense of humor that I came up with. Hey, Rudy's the one that came up with the name, and I thought it was fitting. ThetaRexing, like my way of being funny.
I'm kind of a bit lost with that one, actually, to be honest.
You guys want me to explain ThetaRexing or still what I did?
We were just finding out why you were having feelings with Rudy, even though she's a minor.
Right now, she's 18, but you confessed to us, all four of us, that you had a crush on her when she was 17, a minor's age.
You're 21 years old, man.
Oh my God!
Now, according to your victims list, Rudy wasn't the only minor victim. In fact, there were only 3 of the 9 victims.
Yeah, there are actually 9.
9 of them.
That you flirted with.
Now, I got a question. What do you all of a sudden just get actually attached to these women? Like, what makes you drove that instead of Rudy? It's just wondering.
They're just like, when I talk to them, it's just nice to have some people to talk to, like, and to be friendly with them.
But why flirt with them, like, out of the blue, dude?
Yeah. There's one thing I don't get.
Do you realize how creepy that is? Especially with girls who are, like, in adult age.
Yeah, like in between, you try to like flirt with some women who are actually taken, and in fact, even one married. So I was wondering what.
And broken up with someone else after.
Yes, and we was wondering what makes you drove to actually want to date them, even though one of them is not really available. I was wondering what drove you that. Is there some kind of feeling or whatever, or do you ever feel jealous or not?
Look. Maybe I feel jealous at times, but when I do talk to them, I just feel good.
So you just feel good that you just want to make them cheat over someone that they've loved dearly, and you only met them for like I don't even know how long, but still, you're some pimp already, right?
No.
Do you do this for your own sexual gratification?
No, not really. I just feel good talking to them. Just that. Why would I want them to cheat on their boyfriends? Why would I? Really?
Well, according to my my recordings with them, that's probably like the opposite of what they're telling me.
Well, it made me uncomfortable to a point I don't want to talk to him anymore.
You were still feeling uncomfortable with ThetaRex messaging you?
Yeah.
Especially Kelsey herself, though.
We're not gonna put up with him.
Yeah, and you do know that she's taken by BJ, right? But you still did anyway.
I think this was before. Before she dated BJ.
Yeah,
And just after she broke up with this guy named Yuki.
Okay, because like one of the recordings that most of them said is that they were being a bit too comfortable around you because you're being too comfortable around them, right?
Right.
And they needed some personal space or whatever. Like,
okay, you're telling me they need personal space. I understand, but they never told me.
But what? But what? You said you respected their space, but what? What?
You kept on doing it.
What's the but? Yeah, where's the but?
Listen, just now they wanted their space. Okay, but at the time, when I was talking to them, they didn't tell me that directly at all.
Well, maybe because were they hinting at it?
Yeah, were they giving you a hint or anything? Where they're just like, they don't feel like talking right now?
No, they were. I don't think they were giving hints on me. But, well, did they say anything to you according to your sources? Because if you guys got something else that they told you, I'm open for it. I'd like to hear it, really.
Well, you're I think you're probably your last victim told me like she wasn't uncomfortable when you flirted with her, but I think she was like surprised. And during that call, she started crying. I am no bullshitting, dude.
Oh my God, really?
If you no, let me tell you. No, let me talk. If you made an angel cry, who knows where my rage point is, dude?
Yeah.
And
you
plus,
do not want to see my friend here angry. He will
plus,
tear you apart.
Okay, and plus, you're trying.
Man, you know how it is.
Yeah, because and plus, I got one thing. Like, I can't believe that you have no fear of admitting your feelings to over a girl, even though you are aware that she's taken, right? Like, are you? I just got a question. Are you really that desperate?
To have a relationship with someone, yeah. But look, you're telling me they don't want to be around me. That's fine. That's fine.
Probably his dick is sensitive too.
I just find it funny that you actually quote that from BJ himself. That you say like, if they don't hang around me, then that's fine.
If Brian was here, he would have tear you a new asshole, dude.
Yeah,
No
he's pretty much pissed.
I know. You guys are being serious. I know.
Yeah,
Well,
we are
clearly, you're
serious
not taking it
because
seriously.
You're not taking this seriously either. You thought this is like a fucking joke.
It's not a joke. I understand how serious the situation is.
Okay, if it is serious, then why you keep continuing doing it? And plus, in fact, you didn't sound like you don't even care at all, right?
Yeah, you just sit around thinking it's a great idea for you to just sit around and think, oh, nothing's going to go wrong. Well, let me tell you something. There is things going wrong, and you know it.
Yeah, I knew.
In fact, you said no. Let me talk. In fact, you said that age does not matter to me.
Theta, what do you think about age of consent, bro?
I don't actually worry about that.
Yeah, those were different times. Look,
It don't matter.
Different
It don't
time.
matter, man. Nobody cares.
Not
When did I
really,
say
too.
it had to matter if it was 2 years ago, dude? When did I say it had to matter? I was a different person back then.
And the question I was wondering, you feel like you want to date, try to get jiggy with so many women, and you don't even care that if they're taken, if they're married, if they're a minor, whatever. I was wondering, were you concerned, or you're not worried at all? And
Look, I actually was worried at the time that they might be telling me behind my back. That's how I knew how serious this situation would be.
if you know it's serious, then why you keep doing it? And plus, wouldn't you bring yourself in if you think it's serious?
I promise I am taking it seriously. But when I wasn't earlier, that's because I wasn't aware of it.
Wasn't aware of it.
Well, basically, I didn't know something was really going to happen. At first, I didn't know it.
And plus, you seem pretty much aware when you got caught before you got banned from BJ's server. You seem pretty aware of
Oh,
that.
yeah. I was pretty much aware of that.
Okay, so technically you're lying.
Yeah, guilty. I lied. I'm sorry.
Saying sorry isn't going to
Probably.
help, dude, actually.
I know.
Probably sorry because you got caught.
Something better than saying sorry will make something happen. To make sure you guys know I'm changing, then I'm up for it. If I have to step away from the community for some time, then I will.
All right, then try to prove that you've changed. Because if not, because if the ladies told us that you're doing it again, I'm sorry. You're shit out of luck.
You kind of brought this upon yourself.
Yeah, you
just
kind of
added fuel
actually
to the
did.
Fire, man.
Do you not care what's going on right now?
I do care about what's going on.
Then don't act like we're friends or anything, because we're not.
I know. I understand how mad you guys are at me. Well, you caught me for lying. All right? I would say I'm sorry again, but then it's going to take more than that, as you told me, which I
All right. Clearly, you don't get it at all, mister. You literally don't get what any of us are trying to say.
How am I not getting it, you guys? How am I not getting it? How?
Well,
because you're pretending that you don't even give a shit.
I do give a shit.
No, you
Jesus.
don't. No,
You
my black
clearly
ass
don't,
you.
man.
And you shouldn't have lashed out at people who criticized you for your action.
We all make mistakes. Some might seem repetitive.
But let me tell you the difference. There's a difference between learning from your mistake than actually running from that mistake. I got a question. Do you learn your mistake about what you was doing in the past, and did you learn from it?
Well, I would say I did.
You made that mistake like, besides Lori, you made that mistake like 8 more times.
Okay, well, technically, you ain't learning from that mistake. You just try to hide it and run from that mistake, basically.
Did you, in fact, manipulated your supporters to attack other people who criticized you for your shit?
At the time, I was.
Okay, you admitted that.
That was this. Okay, even if it didn't matter, it was 2 years ago. I still did.
It doesn't matter if it's 2 years ago.
I know it doesn't matter. I know I did. I know.
Make up your mind.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Because there's one.
Then.
Yeah, because there's one thing you cannot deny is that age does matter according to the law, and there's nothing you can change it at all. All right. Did your parents ever teach you that that if you're an adult and dating with someone who's less than 17, did they tell you that that's wrong and you would end up getting in jail? Did you ever learn from that from your parents, or your parents ever told you that?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
They actually.
Okay, so then, so you're saying you want to be a criminal then? All right then.
Oh, no. Why would I ever want to be a criminal? No.
No, because that's against the law, dude. That's against the law, dude. That's against the law. If criminals goes against the law, don't you know that? So basically, you called yourself a criminal.
I think you said to my face that you're like a simp. No, buddy, you're not just a simp. You're a borderline sex offender.
Yes, I even said that. Yeah, you're actually not just a simp, but you're not even a pimp either. Just because you thought you can just like try to get with women or whatever, just because they think that just because you're good and charming and whatever, doesn't mean that you're a good guy. So what you gonna do now?
What am I gonna do now?
Turn yourself in.
Accept defeat and turn yourself in. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, sorry, pal, but that's the only option you got.
That's the only option you got, dude. Saying sorry is no longer
or maybe call the police right now and let us hear it.
You guys don't think me leaving the community for a while is gonna do anything?
It is gonna do something if you actually leave the community. Actually,
leave the entire community for good. Don't come back. Like, don't do anything that is related to this community, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you lack or you kind of lacking of what we're actually saying, because I'm pretty sure that you haven't been around with people a lot. So I'm just wondering if maybe that would be the case, that because like you don't understand us, and that what was it? I was gonna say that I think that you're what was that word? Antisocial. Kind of a thing, actually, or a sociopath, I would say.
All right, can we wrap things up, please?
Yeah.
All right. So,
okay.
No, I think I will.
Okay. So Joe, Lord History, what do you guys want to say to him?
Do you have any last words to say to ThetaRex, Chris?
Yeah, other than that, ThetaRex, you're a moron, and I hope that you do not talk to us ever again. So, yeah, go fuck yourself.
And now, Rex, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know what's going to happen right now. I'm not going to have contact with you ever again, because I still believe that you're not going to seek help. I'm just telling you for a fact that you're not going to seek help, because I've seen this shit before, and I know that you're just going to pretend that everything is all right, everything will go back to normal. Don't even try to hide, okay? Because it will it will fucking happen again after this conversation, and I guarantee for fucking sure. That's all I'm gonna say. If I hear anything that happens again regarding to you, you're probably digging a deeper grave for you, bud.
Okay. Well, if I want to say ThetaRex, to be honest, I don't know where your mind or where you're gonna lead. But if I were to say something, I would say which path would you lead? Because there are two paths for you, but be careful which path do you take actually. And that's just all I have to say because like I honestly have no words. I just think that you're a sociopath because you have no pity for anyone else of how they feel and how they traumatize, especially towards the victims and such stuff. Because honestly, from what I see, you honestly don't care. You just wanted to do what you wanted to do just because you thought, oh, I could just get away with just by loving and just care with other friends and such. I don't care if they just don't find me interest. I'm just being a friend to them because I'm just so gosh darn nice to them. And I just really hate the way and the path that you chose to be. So if you chose that path, if you want to be a creep and a pedo, that's fine. Just don't come to us and ask us for help or anything because you've done this more than one time. And just admit it. You want to be a creep. You want to do this such, and you just don't want to get caught, or even if you did get caught, you just wanted to let people ignore it and think that's fine. If you think that's fine, all right. But I just want to warn you that the consequences will come if you keep on doing it. And there's nothing stopping it either. The consequences are completely inevitable. And I just want you to understand that. Just because you think it's okay to like be a pedo and a creep. Because pedos out there took their lives away just because they're that fucking depressed. Anyways, I'm gonna be gone and close this recording, so see ya.
Wow. Just wow. I really have nothing else to say about this, aside from the fact that it confirms that ThetaRex is not only a pedophile, but a sociopath that all he ever wanted was to keep engaging sexual activities with any girls online, regardless of what the age of consent is. And finally is the cliffhanger. Let's listen to his announcement back in 2018.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ThetaRex227 here, and I've got an important announcement to make. Recently, you may have heard, I've been a total horrible person.
That horrible person deserves to be thrown in jail for what you did to those 9 victims recently.
Terrible mistakes I did, at the cost of many friends I made. So that's why, because I wanted to take the time to read this apology to you all. Because from the very deepest bottom of my heart, I am truly sorry for the following: pedophilia, accusations, blaming others, and being an asshole.
You're only sorry that you got caught. I mean, we already established this like a year ago ever since TCS was caught.
There was a known pedophile before myself, Heavy the Squid. It started with Ellie Godelia role-playing sexually with him. When TDF found out, they exposed Ellie while Pig Surprise exposed Heavy. Since then, nobody has heard from either of them ever since. I almost became like Heavy.
Almost? Bruh, on recent events, you literally slap your own salmon to at least 3 minors. You are exactly like Heavy and Ellie when they both got exposed by TDF and Pig Surprise.
But it took me some time to realize before letting go.
When you get yourself caught multiple times, You just run away from your problems by taking a leave from the community just to avoid backlash and pretend that nothing happened. So don't think that we didn't forget for what you've done, because any excuses that you will make will not save you that long.
In the past, Ellie accused others for many things. I don't want to explain them all, because TDF exposed her. But she did apologize in a video she uploaded. And everyone seemed to forgive her, which is why I forgave her in the first place.
Well, they shouldn't. Because brain-dead people like yourselves are massive simps that you only support Ellie just because of her popularity. She deserves to be thrown in jail for multiple crimes that she pulled off. Continue.
I realized it at one point, and I realized the mistake before I became him.
Apparently, on recent events, I can tell you right now that this does not age very well.
I am definitely sorry for being an asshole. I took the time to reflect, to think, hell, even get the help of get some help from my family and my friends. I'm sorry for making others feel hurt. I'm very sorry for being the cause of losing many friends. I'm really sorry for being a pedophile and a selfish jerk. I accept the blame for what I have done in the past. I admit my mistakes, and I mean it. I wish that we all come to peaceful terms someday soon. We may have lost members, sort of like BJ.
Ugh, please. The only reason why you want to become friends with BJ and even Klotz to begin with is because they have a massive following. You do realize that she doesn't like you for what you did to her, right? I can tell you right now that she's also in one of the victims lists that you jerk off to. Hell, even BJ didn't appreciate for what he had done to Kelsey a while back during this incident.
But know this. Hope is what makes us strong. It is why we are here. That's what we fight with for when all else is lost. Please take the time to think, because I wrote it for you all. I only fear that I may commit the same shit again. But I promise to make sure the power of hope to help me overcome those fears so I never make those mistakes again. Be certain of it. For that matter, I want to thank you all for giving me another chance. And I promise that I will keep my word. Bear with me, guys. I will keep my promise. As a friend and as a member of our Splatoon sanctuary. Our community. Wanted to find a fanciful term.
Well, that was a fucking lie, wasn't it?
I love you all. I love Splatoon. As we do all. I want to apologize to all the members. Claude's, Jacktropolis, Lloyd the Inxona, Alex Allstar, Brian Jackson himself. You might have heard he uploaded a video about expressing the similar things that I'm saying right now. But just bear with me, guys. I will keep my promise of being a better person. Be certain of it.
Is it just me, or does he want to stay in this community so he can just repeating history again?
I want to thank you all for listening to my speech. Hit the like button if you already like this, and leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe. This is ThetaRex227, signing off.
Not gonna lie, I just don't see that ThetaRex is not going to change anytime soon. He left twice up until this point and eventually came back from a different user. Even though changing his Inxona is not going to change the fact that what he did is illegal.
You think that making some changes to your original character is gonna affect your real life behavioral issues? Absolutely bloody not!
Everyone who is watching this video, please be aware of this guy. Share this video out like wildfire, because who God knows that he'll be doing this kind of stuff again. If he tries to message you or contact you in any way possible, block him immediately. don't respond back. All he ever wanted was attention, especially from girls. Now I encourage everyone to just stay away from him. I can't even stress this enough by saying this. Do not attack, harass, or even witch hunt him at all. It will just make the situation much worse. Now ThetaRex, if you're watching this, which you probably won't, the moment you realize when you try to open your mouth and people tell you directly of why or what you are doing is wrong, then you can finally wake up as to why they don't enjoy your online presence anymore. Just like that interrogation, you have two different paths that you could choose. I know you said that you're going to get help, but however, if you later on decide to come back like everything is rainbows and lollipops all over again, then you pretty much are going to dig yourself into your own grave. Now I'm not saying that you should leave, it's for your own good by the way, but you have to understand that everybody that you've encountered in the past will still remember you as a public figure, and any excuses that you'll make for this point forward will not save your online reputation any longer, since you have committed multiple crimes. Look at me for example. I was one of those people who openly defends TCS for clout chasing. Now was that wrong for me to do something like this? Yes it is. If I can own up to my mistakes, then so can you, because you are still accountable for your actions. However, it's your responsibility to make sure that you, as a public figure on the internet, avoid any situations like this. But guess what, ThetaRex? You've made that choice, and there's no way of turning back. For what you have did recently and back then is classified as illegal. As for Rudy, well, I honestly do feel really bad for what she has gone through, especially over the summer, to where she broke up with Jack in mid-July. Now, does that mean that I'm forgiving Rudy? No. You know, I can forgive someone who finally understands and waking up to what a person who did something bad on the internet is wrong, but I can't really forgive someone who just lied directly to my face, even if this is just a misunderstanding or anything like that. Because when somebody on the internet lies to you, then they aren't willing to gain your trust anymore. And what's worse about this is that they will eventually target you even more, regardless that you already blocked them or not. So it's best that you should own up to your mistakes and promise yourselves that this entire stuff will never happen again in the future. But Mr. Bubblegum, it was in the past. Don't even get me started with that bullshit excuse, alright? The ones who will only just say that so that people can automatically improve their innocence. Believe it or not, do not trust these individuals, since they can easily manipulate others just so they wanted to gain attention and sympathy at the same time. Kind of like what Ellie Godelia could do when she was called out numerous times of her bullshit. Now I'm not saying that you should stop supporting her, you can still enjoy her content, but at least be aware of what she has done. Despite the fact that I said that a forced breakup between Jack and Rudy could never happen, I'm actually glad that she made a smart move by standing up to herself finally, instead of being walked all over to a you get the idea. Now, we can all agree that Jack Tropolis, obviously he's a shit human being for what he has done, but later on, she eventually found someone else that I can tell you right now that it's definitely not ThetaRex. Oh, hell no. Just imagine it was those two. Oh god. But seriously, I can't really say who that person is, since I really want to keep it anonymous for now. Because if Rudy found out, then I'm pretty sure that she would flip out all over me. Besides, Her relationship in general and Jack Tropos' own drama is none of my concern anymore, since that establishment is irrelevant. Well guys, thank you all for watching. I've actually put a lot of effort into making this one. I've also wanted to take this time to thank those who were involved in the ThetaRex drama from start to finish. Now keep in mind that there might be more evidence on ThetaRex that will fly out of nowhere in the future, but all I can ever say is at least the truth is finally out there. Don't forget to share this video out, spread it like wildfire like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. With all that said, finally, I'll see you all in the next video. This is Mr. Bubblegum, and I hope you have a holly jolly good day.